Okay, it happens. You've got stuff to do. That stuff is going to make you more money. It's going to get you more deals. It's going to move your business ahead. It's going to get you writing the book, doing all those things you say you want to do, and yet you don't feel like it. It happens. Life, aging parents, kids, you name it. We all get into that place where there's things we want to do, but there's just part of us that we're just not into it. We don't want to get it done. And we come up with excuses and diversions. So my question for you is this: what if you could actually get the things done you need to get done, even when you don't feel like it? My name is Susan Sly. I'm a best-selling author. I'm a keynote speaker. I'm a mom of 5 kids, and I oversee several companies. And on top of it, as I'm doing today's YouTube video, I've got guys outside my office who are renovating my kitchen. My husband and my kids and I just came back from Mexico, and my husband and I got a stomach bug. I can tell you, as I'm sitting here doing this video, I feel super nauseous, but you're gonna wanna stay tuned because I'm gonna share with you my 5 best tips for getting things done when you don't feel like it. Okay, so there's stuff you need to do, there's stuff you want to do, you know it's going to help you advance in all these areas of your life. And there's just something that is causing you to procrastinate. There's something that's causing you to just delay, or maybe you're feeling like, oh, it's so hard, or it's so much effort. So what are you going to do? Know this: you were born to achieve. And I'm not just saying that as a motivational speaker. I truly believe that in my heart. You were given gifts that can really, propel you to help people, to create amazing revenue for yourself, to build companies, to be a speaker, to be an author, to do all of these incredible things. But if you're not using your gifts, then it's not shame on anyone else, it's shame on you. Sometimes we are going to have these moments in our life when we just don't feel like doing things. So let me just jump into the tips, because I want you to leave this video feeling inspired, empowered, and then I want you to drop a comment below on what you're actually going to get done. And by the way, don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you want to connect with me, go to susansly.com, get on my list. I have the most amazing course available for you called How to Get to 7 Figures in Your Business. And guess what? It's absolutely free. So with that, let's jump in. The first thing is ask yourself, why is this important? And you want to go deep. By taking this action, what is going to change in your life? And you might be saying, well, Susan, it's just filing my taxes. It's not much that's going to change. Well, yeah, well, you won't get arrested. So that would make that awfully important. But maybe you're procrastinating on following up with a lead. And you could ask yourself, why is this important? Well, it's important because if this person becomes a customer, they become a client, and I make more money, I'll be able to send my kids to the schools they need to go to. I'll be able to pay down debt. I'll be able to grow my business and touch more lives. So go deep. Why is this important? Number 2 is who else will benefit when you take this action. So I know at times in my life, I'm like, oh, I don't feel like creating a YouTube video. I don't feel like creating an Instagram video. I don't feel like writing my list, as much as I love you guys. But I keep thinking about this. What if one person, just one of you, is inspired by this video? I remember I was doing an event many years ago in Toronto, Canada. It was one of my Have It All women's events. And I was not feeling great. I had lost my hearing in one ear. And I kept thinking, oh my goodness, this is really tough to do a 4-day event, 16 hours a day, helping women break through, not feeling good. But I just kept thinking about the women that would benefit. Well, fast forward time, one of my participants went on to pay off all her debt, buy her dream home, become a complete badass, start a business at age 58, and is on fire. And imagine if I had have just given up. So sometimes it's really about thinking about who are those people who are going to benefit from us taking the action. Number 3, ask yourself how much time this action is going to physically take. Often we embellish things. I know it's not just me. I know we all do it, right? So I'm pointing at myself as I'm sharing this. So we think, oh, it's going to take so much time. It's going to take so much time to put together a new presentation. It's going to take so much time to put together a new video. It's going to take so much time to write a contract. And we embellish the amount of time all the time. So get real with yourself. How much time is it actually going to take? So for example, if you want to write a book, and I've written 7 of them, let's say you were going to write 3,000 words a day, and the average book is approximately 75,000 words. And you could say, wow, if I write 3,000 words a day, Susan, I could bust out that book in less than a month. And the answer is you absolutely can. So how long would it take you to write 3,000 words a day? You could translate your voice to text, and maybe you could get 3,000 words out in about 45 minutes. Or you could type if you're a fast typer. I'm a very fast typer. I had to take typing in high school in the 80s. So some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I can type pretty fast, but if you're one of these kinds of typers, it might take a bit longer, but figure it out. How long would it take you to write those 3,000 words, or whatever it is? How long would it take me to do 3 follow-ups in my business? How long would it take me to put together a new presentation? I know myself, when I'm feeling on the verge of overwhelm, I ask myself, how long is it really going to take, Susan? And then as part of this step, you're going to schedule the time and you're going to block it out. You're going to turn off your phone. You're going to get rid of all distractions, and you're going to sit, AIC, it stands for ASS, in your chair. You're going to sit in your chair and you're going to do it until it's done, or whatever that day's goal is, if it's the 3,000 words. And then the 4th step is putting yourself in an optimal state. So how do you do that even when you're not feeling well? Getting your workout in, prayer, meditation. The fastest way to get into a peak state is to focus on gratitude. And I know you're thinking, Susan, I have heard this stuff a million times. It's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to practice it. So putting yourself in that optimal state. Even today, when I'm not feeling great, I'm an avid Peloton rider. And so I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, my stomach, ugh. But I did my affirmations. Then I spent about 45 minutes in prayer and meditation. And then I got on my Peloton. And even though I didn't do the toughest of workouts, I just did a couple of the 5-minute rides. I did a 20-minute ride. I was good. I was complete. I came in my office. I did some journaling. And then I was in a peak state to do contract negotiations, right? Because although those are sometimes fun, they're not always the greatest, but they are necessary in business. And I had to be in that peak state in order to accomplish what I needed to do. Number 5 is don't do anything else until this is done. Okay, whatever it is that you are working on, don't do anything else until it is done. So thinking about it this way, if you know that you need to follow up with 3 people, don't do anything else until you followed up with the 3 people. Or if it's writing your 3,000 words or creating the YouTube video. As I said, I've got guys outside my home office, and they are literally installing new cabinets, and they've got a bandsaw out there. I think it's called a bandsaw. I'm not exactly sure. That's why I'm not sponsored by Home Depot. I don't know the difference between a bandsaw and other saws, really don't. But they, they're out there, and I'm like, I could have had all these excuses. I could have said, oh yeah, I'll do it later. Or, there's too much noise, or whatever the case is. Maybe you guys aren't even hearing it. Maybe it's just me. But the point was this: I'm sitting in the chair, even though I'm not feeling well, even though I've got the sawing outside my office, because of you. At the end of the day, it's my life's mission to empower people to start businesses, to grow their businesses, to stay in their businesses, to become super successful so they can go out and hire people and contribute and make a difference in their communities and really, really positively change the world. So with that, hopefully these tips have been helpful. Get it done, get your stuff done, drop a comment below, make sure you hit the subscribe button, connect with me at www.susansly.com, and just know that I do respond. It's me. I respond to all of your comments. So with that, God bless, go rock your day, and I'll see you in a future video.